Hello everybody, Jcc2.0 here doing another studio update. It's been a while since I've done the last one, and even though the last one didn't get too many views, I decided to do another one. Expect maybe one more after this, and then I'll do the completed studio, because I'm kinda there. You know, we're halfway there. Wow! I don't know if I'm halfway, though. Maybe. I don't know, I've done a lot so far. I've done so much, but there's still a lot I have to do. And as you can see, what you're looking at right now is a high-end area, because I felt like this would be a really nice thing to have. So we have the Sideshow Star Wars stuff, we have the Master Grade Gundam stuff, and we have the Masterpiece Transformers with the Wei Jiang Commander in the middle there, because I love it. So yeah, with the whole studio, I'm going for a simpler shelf design. I'm going for something that's not like super overwhelming and that's nicely layered and it's not like terrible looking. So far, so good. However, 3 3/4 inch Star Wars is a pretty big issue with this. Just by its nature, it just happens where it just gets so cluttered and overclumped, and I don't know. Some of the 3 3/4 inch Star Wars I have in the studio, I do want to redo and kind of redesign because I'm not sure how I like it. But with the 3 3/4 inch Star Wars, it is outside of the room. If you follow my Instagram, I'm having a lot more updates on there, and I'm not going to post them on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere else. It's just the Instagram. And you can see on there I have a whole new setup for my 3 3/4 inch Star Wars, and it's really, really nice. I will do a full video on that because it's in a different room, but still I really want to show it off because it's really cool. So yeah, going over this side of the wall first, going up, we have our Mr. Freeze shrine, which I actually decided to keep. I know it's a little cluttered, but you can still see everything fairly, and I like it. And if I need more space for it, I can always kind of mash one of these shelves up here together, like the Char stuff, like the Char Zakutu stuff, and then the Tarkin stuff right there. Then here's just some random 3 3/4 inch Star Wars I wanted on display. I'm not going to get in close on that, because getting in close on this stuff would be... You'll see it in the full studio tour, like the more in-depth studio tour. Going down, you can see we got a Commander Cody shelf, finally. That's very, very nice. I'm actually fairly happy with it. I will be getting the Funko Pop Cody, hopefully, soon, because I think it's coming out this month. So thankfully, there's a lot of room for growth on here, so it's no problem. Down here, we have the Soundwave shelf that doesn't have as much room for growth. It actually took me a while to find a place for the movie The Best Soundwave there, but yeah, I still really like that shelf, huge fan of it. And down here we have the 12-inch Star Wars, like the Disney Premium, the Power of the Force 12-inch, just some of my favorite 12-inch stuff. Some stuff, I think I gave away a couple 12-inchers to like some friends and family because I'm trying to make a lot of space, and that means that a lot of things are getting sold or put in storage. Mostly with Star Wars stuff, it's getting sold. A lot of 6-inch Black Series I am getting rid of. And I just want to make it brief. No, I'm not. I have no plans to sell it on YouTube. I just feel like that'd be a bit of a hassle, and I'm not going to do it. There's the end of that. So over here, we have Commander Cody stuff. Just carded Codys all the way down, some carded 212. Over here we have some carded Disney Infinity, and then like random carded guy. Behind the door, we just have some random stuff, and yes, that is unironic. That's unironic. And then up here, we have other carded clone stuff, and then just more carded clone stuff. And that's pretty much this wall said and done. Over here, though, I do have a 6-inch Black Series display that is pretty much completed. Like I said, I'm selling off a lot of my 6-inch Black Series because I just don't really like this line. And I wanted some still on display, some of my favorites, some of the few that I actually still really like. So I have like my custom Stormtrooper Commander, the Vader, some of my favorite Force Awakens stuff, you know, the main hero cast of A New Hope, that stuff. And I have the nice Vader display stand there too. So yeah, it's pretty much the only 6-inch Black Series in the room. Up here we have the clone stuff that I just really like the look of and I decided to keep. Up here, some more clone stuff. Force Unleashed, some of the few 3 3/4 inch I want to keep in here, and I actually really like where it is. As you can see, it's kind of patchy with all the freaking like space there, so I'm probably gonna have to you know, redo that a bit because I took some figures out for a different display. Up here we have most of the Empire stuff and the Lego stuff. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep there. I might, and then up here we just have some random Imperial and like First Order stuff. Up here, the Marvel shelf. has not had anything done to it just yet. I'm not sure how well you can even see it, but yeah, that hasn't had anything done to it yet. This Transformer shelf has not had anything done to it yet. There's a lot of shelves that haven't had anything done. Like down here, the G.I. Joe and the miscellaneous, nothing done to that yet. So let's turn the camera around and take a look at the other side. So when I walk into my room, this is pretty much what I'm greeted by. Just tons of stuff. Right here is like all of my Xeon Gundam kits, and it kind of kills me inside seeing them all like this. Thankfully, I laid them on very neatly, so I don't think any of them will get broken or anything. Up here, we have like some random stuff, just freaking Hopper, just super random stuff. And then down here, some more Gundam stuff. Down here, we have like freaking cup of water, the new Deathstroke. Just this is a mess right now, but I can't do much about it because I'm reworking so much. And then down here, you can just see another box of random stuff. And then that lower shelf, I want to have vintage Star Wars. You can see a little bit of the transport and the ATSD. And if you're wondering why the floor is a little dirty, I don't want to vacuum in here while I'm working with all this stuff. Because if something falls and I vacuum it up, I will never forgive myself. Over here on this shelf, I have not done much of anything. Iron Man is still the same. These boxes are still here. That has a lot of Transformers and random stuff in it. Like I think right now you're looking at the feet of animated Shockwave. Down here is the two Batman shelves. These shelves are crammed, and for the studio, I want to condense them into one shelf. So a lot of them are probably gonna have to go in storage or something. I really want to have a lot of room for other stuff, and I'm thinking Marvel will probably need 2 shelves. And even then, I'll probably have to put some stuff in storage or maybe sell a few things. But yeah, it's getting a little intense. The other side of the other shelf. You'll have to forgive the lighting, but this stuff really has not changed at all whatsoever. Transformers Classics has not changed. All this stuff up here has not really changed. A few things have been removed for a different Transformers display. I'll show you very briefly. But yeah, none of that's changed. I did pretty much all the carded stuff is all set up. I probably need to take that down. I don't think I'll probably want that there, but yeah, like all that Star Wars stuff there is probably going to be that like that in the studio. Speaking of carded stuff, over here we have all of my carded non-Star Wars stuff, and you can see it's looking pretty nice. I'm thinking about moving the Mr. Freeze stuff, just because I have a few Mr. Freeze carded items, and I'd probably like them in a better spot. So I don't know what I'll do with that just yet. Also, along here, I have carded Star Wars stuff, and I have a General Grievous shrine. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see a little better. I just have some random stuff. You can see a few 6-inch Black Series Rogue One stuff. Over here is one of the 3 3/4-inch things I'm really unhappy with. The Mandalorian and Fett stuff. It just looks really crowded and crammed, like especially the Mandalorians back there. You can't see a lot of them. I don't know, it just reminds me too much of my old room, and I don't like it. Some more Boba and Mandalorian stuff. Lego Falcon. Just some super random Star Wars stuff like Micro Machines and all that. Right here, you'll have to excuse the light that it will be like right in your face. Random clone stuff. Some more random Star Wars carded stuff just going down. And then up here, just some more freaking carded stuff. Up here is a modified shelf. I decided to keep it fairly how it was. Here, let me move this light. Well, moving that light was unpleasant, but yeah, looking at this, it's a Thundercracker, Brawl, Optimus Prime, Prowl, and Hot Rod Shrine. I think this is looking pretty good, especially the Optimus Prime stuff. I'm really loving how that looks. And I guess I should probably show you the last thing I've done. This was actually one of the first things I ever did in the studio. This has been my dream display for my clone troopers for a long time. Oh my god. So yeah, clone troopers, of course, are a very prominent part of my collection, so I really wanted them to have a prominent part in the studio. So all of this space, all of this used to be all of my 3 3/4 in Star Wars, and now it's just clones. As you can see, there are some interactive figures, like you got Captain Argaius and you have Ventress. Some figures for the clones to interact with, like some Jedi Generals and just some guys I thought would look good with the clones. I will do a more in-depth look at this, but it took a while. And you can see the turbo tank is finally beautifully displayed. Thank you so much, man. I still love having that. And ironically enough, the door that I worked so hard to get, you can't even see it, so that's funny. Down here we just have even more. As you can see, summer's still in the shadow, however, that will not stay. My bud, the comic figure blog, he has informed me of some nice sticky lights where you can just kind of press, and you'll have that. So I want about 8 sticky lights in this. 8 overhead sticky lights. I'll have one there. I want one there. So that's 2. Then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's my plan with that. So hopefully you'll be able to see all the clones even more clearly. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to take a while. Pretty much the only thing I have to invest in now is lights, because I already have shelves all set up. I'm going to spend $1 on one shelf, and I think this shelf right here that has like tempered glass was like freaking $12 or something. So I didn't invest much, but I still invested. Well, anyways, guys, there's another studio tour. I look at the clone army and to look at just some other random stuff. Some of the bigger figures, like the big Kylo and First Order Trooper, are out. Oh, over here I forgot to show all my TVC carded stuff. I don't have a lot, but I have a nice little thing going here. So yeah, that's it. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to my Facebook and Instagram pages if you have a chance. Have a good day, guys, and the next thing I have to work on starts with a T and ends with a Formers. Later, guys.